Hi everybody, it is Casey Koch from The Real Thing with the Koch family, and I've got some information for you today about travel accessories to help your next road trip or travel a little bit more successful and a little bit more fun for your whole family. Have you ever wondered what tech items to take? I mean, there are so many options out there, and you could literally spend like a fortune and fill up your entire car with these tech gadgets. But what do you really need? And I know that can get very confusing and overwhelming and expensive. And now that my daughters and I have been on 3 successful road trips totaling over 12,000 miles, I feel like I've got a handle for you. But when I went on that first road trip, I was scared. I had no idea what we really needed. I know I talked with friends to figure out what we thought we needed, but then there's just a point where you just have to go for it. So I'm going to be real with you about what we like and why. And then if you want to know what we didn't like, you can head over to my site at realkoch.com and search for road trip travel accessories. And there's a short list of things that I did buy that I found to be a waste of money. And that way you can save yourself overspending on the fun tech gadgets. So let's go ahead and get started. The first thing that I feel like is an essential for road trips or travel is a charging plug. The one that we have is from Charging Essentials. And as I'm sure you're familiar with, we all have tech devices. We all need them plugged in, and often they all need to be plugged in within that same short time span. So having a plug expander like this, because not all hotels and not all Airbnbs are going to have enough, this will save you getting everything charged in the time that you have. And as you can see, this one has both plugs and USB, so it gives you a ton of variety. It is also a surge protector, so that gives you the benefit of knowing that whatever tech devices you have that are attached to it, if there's something funny with the power, you're not going to have any problems. The second item that made our list is this LED nightlight. And as I'm sure you're totally aware, often when you're traveling, you're in a new place, and it's, especially hotel rooms get so dark that it's hard to find your way, for example, to the bathroom in the middle of the night, or in traveling with your family. If your kids are like mine, they like some light in the room. And so do I, quite frankly. But this one's really nice because you can pick different colors. So you can pick a darker color, which gives you just a little bit of light, but not so much light that you're kept awake by it. The other thing that I really like about this particular nightlight is that it doubles as a flashlight if you should need it. And it also has a power failure mode, so that if you were to lose power, it just lights up really bright. And I think that's really nice. My one tip for you is just remember to pick it up and take it with you on checkout. Ours got left in a great hotel in Vermont on week 1 of our trip. So yeah, it doesn't work if you don't have it. The third thing that made the list, which is probably my top thing that I would say is essential, is your cell phone. And I think this seems really obvious, but at least for road trips, your cell phone along with a wireless charging car mount just makes life so easy. I use my phone for all of our navigation and listening to podcasts and so many other things. And I've got a whole post about that if you head over to realkoch.com and do a search for road trip apps. You'll see all of my favorite apps that I use for our road trips. Next up is something for the kids to help keep them entertained in the back, and that is this car tablet mount. And I found this one on Amazon, and you can look at it in my Amazon influencer store, which is amazon.com/shop/realkoch. And this one is a great price, but it's also got some fantastic features where it will attach directly to the headrest in front. You can set it up a couple different ways. One is where it's just on the mount directly in front of whatever seat headrest it's attached to. And then, which you can't really see that part in this picture, but then what you can see in this picture is you can also attach the mount to the end of this telescoping rod. And the telescoping rod then can move in or out, and the mount allows it to swivel around, so you can use it for pretty much anybody in the back seat to be able to use it at whatever angle they need. And it'll hold tablets from 7 to 10.5 inches, even in a case, as long as that case is not extra thick. So it was a hero on our last road trip, made it super easy. The next thing that we really like on our road trips is a car diffuser. And we find it essential because we tend to get a little queasy feeling in the car, especially on any type of curvy roads. And we can just diffuse some peppermint oil, essential oil in the little diffuser, and that will fix pretty much any time we're feeling a little queasy in the car. We also tend to not get enough sleep on road trips, therefore getting a little bit more cranky. And so we will often use the diffuser to diffuse some lemon or doTERRA's Elevation, and both of those things seem to really help us keep more alert and less cranky, which is always a good thing. Okay, this one is my next top favorite. Cell phone would probably be the most practical favorite. This one is like my ooh la la favorite. And this is a travel router. And I had never heard of a travel router until my daughter's 16th birthday party, when she had a few friends for a sleepover at a hotel. And I thought I was being so smart bringing my Echo Dot so we could play music for the night. Nope. I learned in that experience that neither Google Homes or Amazon Echoes will connect to open source Wi-Fi's. And it doesn't matter what you try or try to enter the hotel password, nothing will work. So I did some research and found people talking about travel routers and how that would solve the problem. I of course assumed they were going to be expensive, but it turns out you can get the one that we bought here is under $30, which is fantastic. So let me tell you what a travel router will do. What a travel router does is you plug it in, and then you're going to go either on that travel router's app or website, and you're going to log into the Wi-Fi that you're using at that hotel or that Airbnb using their, that Wi-Fi name and password. And then once you've done that, it changes that. Most of those are an open source connection, and the travel router actually changes that open source connection to a secure connection on your little travel router. And the beauty of that is a couple of things. The main one that I'm talking about here is that you can now connect any device to your travel router, including a Google Home Mini or an Echo Dot. And because it's a secure connection, they'll connect and they'll work just exactly like they would at your home. The other super benefit, especially as a mom, is that now, once my kids get attached to that travel router, every time I get to a hotel or an Airbnb or wherever we're staying, all I have to do is log in. They get the travel router set up, and everybody's devices are already set up on our travel router. And so everybody's just going to automatically connect. And it saves my sanity, to be really honest, that I'm not having to field the questions of, well, what's the password at this hotel? Or what code do I need? Or can you help me? I can't figure out how to get my device to connect. And it's just bam, done. Easy life. Love it. Okay, and then number 7, which ties right into what we were just talking about, is an Echo Dot. It doesn't really matter what little device you want to take, whether it's a Google Home Mini or an Echo Dot. It doesn't matter. We happen to have Amazon Music Unlimited, so it makes sense for us to take our Echo Dot. And I found this to be a fantastic essential, even though it kind of makes me feel high maintenance to admit this out loud. But we love A, listening to music, and B, we really enjoyed and discovered that it helped us sleep better to use the ambient noise features that Alexa offers. And it would help block out some of the sounds at the hotel or, in the hallway or whatever, or if maybe I was snoring, it would help block some of that. And I definitely noticed that we slept better with that. So even though it feels like a little bit of a luxury item and you could definitely do without it, I just think, especially like for us when we're on the road for a month, it's those little extra things that you can take that really make a difference. So there you have it. There's my list of 7 essential items that I think are fantastic for travel or road trips. And again, you can head over to my site, realcoke.com, and just search for road trip travel accessories. And at the bottom of that post, you can see a few of the duds that I spent money on that I wish I hadn't. And please give me a like if you enjoyed this video, and don't forget to subscribe so that you don't miss future videos. And I'll see you in the next video.